feel very vulnerable. I can't tell if my eyelids are open or closed.
Let's do this.
Let's eat some Pasteis de Nata. Jump!
Today is a very important day. After 35 days here in Portugal, we have eaten an insane amount of Pasteis de Nata. And today we're going to put our Pastel de Nata knowledge to the test. We're going to conduct a blindfolded taste test of not one, not two, but 3 different Pasteis de Nata. This one is from the most famous place in all of Lisbon, the keeper of a sacred recipe only known by 7 people. This one is from Pingo Doce, a Portuguese supermarket chain that has grown very close to our hearts during our 5 weeks here in Portugal. And this one is from our local bakery. We decided to make things a little bit more interesting last minute, so we added a 3rd pastel de nata to try. And we're about to begin. I hope you guys are ready. We are doing all of this in the name of science. Let's begin.
Science!
I'm gonna assign a number to each one of the pastéis, but I'm only gonna show it to you guys, so. Are you ready?
Let the taste test begin. I'm gonna start with number 3.
You're close.
Feed me.
In case you guys don't remember, this one is number 3.
That was a very tasty first bite of pastel. That doesn't really give me any hints about which one this one is, because all the pastels that we've had in Portugal are very good, but it was very flaky. And when it's flaky, that usually means it's kind of like a high-class, upper echelon pastel. So I have some ideas.
And just in case you don't know what pastel de nata is, it is Portugal's most famous pastry and it's so delicious. We are big fans. It's basically a phyllo dough with an egg custard filling, just with the right amount of sweetness. You put a little bit of cinnamon on top and it is delicious. You can eat it all day, every day, at any time of the day. It's amazing.
I think we'll go to number 1. Let's just jump around a little bit. 3 to 1.
You eat, you eat this one on your own. In case you guys don't remember, number 1 is...
So pastel number 1 is a lot lighter than pastel number 3, which kind of gives me a hint. But then when I squeeze it like this, it's a little flakier. So I'm a little bit thrown off by that, because usually, again, like the higher end ones are flakier, but then I would also think that it's the bigger one. Okay. This one is different from number 3. It's smaller, but much crunchier. The phyllo dough, it just like breaks so delicately.
And now, the last one. In case you guys don't remember, this one is number 2.
So this one also feels a little bit smaller than number 3. An okay crunchiness, okay flakiness. That's a good sign for me to get some ideas. Let's see. I hope I'm not saying anything bad about the nicer ones, but this one to me has like the least amount of flavor. It's not, the other 2 I thought were delicious. This one is like, it's an okay pastel. It's not great. It's okay. I'll still finish it, but I think these 2 are the cream of the crop so far. The best and the worst. First of all, I would like to commend all of the contenders in this Pastel de Nata showdown. They were all very delightful pastéis. But if I had to give best and worst, I'm gonna give the worst pastel to number 2. And my favorite is number 1. Number 1 is the best pastel in Lisbon. You heard it here first. I think even though it was my least favorite, I think number 2 is actually from the pasteleria, and I'll tell you why. It's because the dough was still super crunchy. It just didn't have like the right flavor to me. So like the crunchy dough makes me think it comes from like a professional place. Number 2 is the pasteleria. Number 3 just because it was a little bit more squishy, the dough, not as crunchy. I think that's like supermarket brand. Still very much enjoyed the flavors. I love Pingo Doce, great savings. Pupanza's out of this world, but this is number 3. Pingo Doce, supermarket brand. Number 1, it has to be the most iconic place in all of Lisbon, Pasteis de Nata. Deep down inside, I hope that Pingo Doce is number 1, and that it just like is the most epic place in Portugal.
Now it's time to remove the blindfold and see G's reaction to when he's done. It's time to find out for him if he's an expert in Pastel de Nata or if he doesn't know anything. Are you ready?
What have I done? Sounds ominous. Sorry, Portugal.
Are you ready?
It's time to remove the blindfold. See the results. Oh, it's bright. Oh my goodness. Okay. Duh! Pingo won! Yes, I'm so proud of them. Oh, that's awesome. Supermarket Pastel de Nata is number 1 in Lisbon. Pingo Doce, it never disappoints. Local bakery?
That's your guess.
That's the famous one?
Yes.
Oh,
You said it was the worst.
I
You need
did.
to apologize to the people.
No, the people need to know. That's the worst Pastel de Nata in Lisbon. It just was so mild. You have to try Pingo. It was so flaky.
We hope you guys liked this video. We have never done anything like this, but we felt like we wanted to do something unique and special for Pastel de Nata because it's so iconic here in Portugal that it just deserved like a separate video. Sorry for the results.
Sorry, I'm not sorry. It was what it was. A blindfolded taste test. I like Pingo Doce, Pastel de Nata, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And now you guys know if you come to Lisbon and you don't want to wait in line at Pasteis de Nata, you can go to Pingo Doce, get them from very cheap and very quickly. Just move on with your day.
This is probably very controversial, but if you guys are from Lisbon, let us know if like those are actually the best pastéis. I don't know, you guys let us know in the comments. And if you guys enjoy watching this video, make sure to check out our video where we tried
The francesinha.
the francesinha, the most iconic sandwich in all of Portugal. I'm gonna link the video here. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Sorry, Lisbon.